When someone isn't giving you time or attention, the natural reaction is to chase harder, but that often pushes them further away. The truth is, attraction doesn't grow from pressure or constant effort, it grows from value, space, and emotional balance. This topic is about understanding how to shift your approach so that instead of seeking their attention, you become someone they naturally want to notice. It's not about forcing interest or playing manipulative game. It's about improving your presence, mindset, and behavior in a way that increases your value. In this guide, you'll learn attractive and practical tips that help you stop overchasing, build self-worth, and create a dynamic where your absence and growth make the other person more curious and interested in you. Stopping the habit of chasing someone's attention is one of the most important steps if you want to spark real interest. When you constantly try to get someone's attention, through frequent messages, calls, or over-effort, you unknowingly create an imbalance. You give too much, while the other person puts in little effort. Over time, this reduces your value in their eyes, not because you lack worth, but because your presence becomes too easily available. Chasing often comes from fear, fear of losing them, fear of being ignored, or fear of not being enough. This fear leads to overthinking and emotional reactions, which can push the other person further away. Instead of feeling attracted, they may start feeling pressured or overwhelmed. When you stop chasing, you begin to shift this dynamic. You reduce unnecessary communication, stop seeking constant validation, and allow things to flow naturally. This creates space, both for you and for them. That space is important because it gives the other person a chance to notice your absence and reflect on your value. At the same time, stopping the chase helps you regain control over your emotions. You are no longer dependent on their replies or attention for your peace of mind. Your focus shifts back to your own life, goals, and well-being. It's important to understand that this is not about playing games or ignoring someone out of ego. It's about self-respect. You are choosing not to overinvest where effort is not equal. When you stop chasing, you stop lowering your value. You create balance, rebuild your self-respect, and allow attraction to grow naturally, because people tend to appreciate what is not constantly available. If someone isn't giving you time, trying to convince them rarely works. What does work is increasing your personal value, not for them, but for yourself. Personal value is how you carry yourself, how you think, and what you bring into your own life. When this improves, attraction often follows naturally. Personal value is built through confidence, self-respect, and growth. When you are focused on your goals, improving your skills, taking care of your health, and building a meaningful routine, your entire energy changes. You stop appearing needy or dependent, and instead come across as someone who is self-sufficient and interesting. People are naturally drawn to those who have direction and purpose. If your life revolves around one person, it reduces your perceived value because it shows emotional dependency. But when your life is full, when you have your own priorities, passions, and progress, you become more attractive without trying to impress. Another important aspect is how you present yourself. Your communication style, body language, and overall attitude reflect your self-worth. When you respect your time and don't give it away easily, others begin to respect it too. Increasing personal value also changes your mindset. Instead of thinking, how do I make them like me? You start thinking, am I investing my time in the right person? This shift alone makes you more confident and less desperate for attention. Most importantly, this growth benefits you regardless of the outcome. Whether that person becomes interested or not, you become stronger, more confident, and more fulfilled. Increasing your personal value is about becoming the best version of yourself. When you grow internally and externally, you don't chase attention. Attention starts coming to you naturally. Creating emotional space means stepping back from constant interaction and allowing room for both you and the other person to breathe. When you are always available, replying instantly, initiating every conversation, and staying constantly present, you remove the natural tension that builds interest. Your presence becomes predictable, and over time, it can be taken for granted. Emotional space restores balance. Instead of filling every moment with communication, you allow gaps. These gaps are important because they give the other person time to notice your absence. When you're not always there, your presence becomes something they can miss and think about. This is where curiosity and interest often begin to grow. At the same time, emotional space protects your own peace. Constant communication can lead to overthinking, checking messages, analyzing replies, and waiting for attention. By creating distance, you reduce this emotional pressure. You stop reacting to every small change and start focusing more on your own life. It's important to understand that creating space is not the same as ignoring someone or acting cold. It's about healthy distance, not emotional withdrawal. You still communicate, but with balance. You respond when needed, not out of habit or anxiety. Another benefit of emotional space is clarity. When you step back, you can better observe the other person's effort. If they value the connection, they will make an effort to reach out. If they don't, you gain a clearer understanding of where you stand. Creating emotional space helps rebuild attraction by making your presence meaningful again. It allows both people to feel the connection without pressure, while also helping you stay emotionally balanced, self-respecting, and in control of your own time and energy. Matching their effort means aligning your time, attention, and emotional investment with what the other person is actually giving you. When someone isn't giving you much time, but you continue to give them more than they give you, it creates a clear imbalance. Over time, this can lower your value and make your effort feel less important. Many people make the mistake of overgiving, texting first every time, replying instantly, making plans, and trying harder to keep the connection alive. While this comes from care, it can unintentionally signal that your time and attention are always available, regardless of how the other person behaves. This reduces the sense of effort required from them. When you start matching effort, you bring balance back into the interaction. If they reply late, you don't rush to respond instantly. If they don't initiate, you don't always take the lead. You simply reflect their level of involvement instead of exceeding it. This is not about playing games. It's about maintaining self-respect. Matching effort also helps you stay emotionally grounded. Instead of constantly investing and then feeling disappointed, you keep your expectations aligned with reality. This reduces frustration and overthinking. Another important benefit is that it allows you to observe the true interest of the other person. When you stop overcompensating, their natural level of effort becomes clear. If they start putting in more effort, it shows genuine interest. If not, you avoid wasting your time and energies. It's also a sign of confidence. When you don't chase or overgive, it shows that you value yourself and your time. People tend to respect those who respect themselves.
From the depths
Matching
of
effort creates
obscurity, he
balance,
rose to
protects
embody
your
the
emotional
nation's
energy,
highest
and
ideals.
increases your perceived value. It ensures that the connection grows naturally, based on mutual interest rather than one-sided effort. Focusing on your own growth is the most powerful and long-term way to make someone interested, because it shifts your energy from chasing to becoming. When your attention is fully on one person, you limit your own potential and create emotional dependency. But when you turn that focus inward, everything begins to change. Personal growth includes improving different areas of your life, your mind's confidence, skills, health, and daily routine. As you start working on yourself, you naturally become more disciplined, more confident, and more emotionally stable. This transformation reflects in your behavior, communication, and overall presence. One major benefit of focusing on growth is that it removes desperation. You are no longer waiting for someone's message or attention to feel good. Instead, you are busy building your own life. This independence makes you more attractive because people are naturally drawn to those who have purpose and direction. Growth also changes how you see the situation. Instead of thinking, why aren't they giving me time? You begin to think, am I investing my energy in the right place? This mindset gives you power and clarity. Another important aspect is that your improved lifestyle creates curiosity. When you are progressing, learning, and evolving, others start noticing even without you trying to show it. Your absence combined with your growth can make someone reflect on your value. Most importantly, this process benefits you regardless of the outcome. Whether that person becomes interested or not, you become stronger, more confident, and more fulfilled. In short, focusing on your own growth turns you from someone who seeks attention into someone who attracts it. It builds real value within you. And that value is what naturally draws people toward you.